God and creator of all things, we have gained knowledge at UMFK. Show us how to use it each and every day to make the world we live in a much better place and make life and its problems a little easier to face. Grant us faith and courage and put purpose in our days, and show us how to serve you in the most effective ways, so our education, our knowledge, and our skill may find their future fulfillment as we learn to do your will. And may we ever be aware in everything we do that knowledge comes from learning and wisdom comes from you. We give you thanks and ask your blessing. Amen.
Please remain standing for our national anthems.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. I declare the 121st commencement of the University of Maine at Fort Kent to be convened. Welcome to the graduating class of 2003. Welcome as well to parents, family, and friends. Graduation is an important, joyful, and sometimes scary time of transition. We are all here to celebrate the accomplishments of our students and to wish them every success in the future. Before we proceed, I would like to take a moment to introduce the platform party. May I ask that they stand as their names are called and remain standing, and would the audience please hold your applause until all have been introduced. To begin, Desiree L. Champagne, Student Senate President, Class of 2003. Lloyd E. Susi, President of the UMFK Alumni Association, Class of 1966. James A. Thibodeau, President of the UMFK Board of Visitors. Judy Ayut Paradis, Secretary of the UMFK Foundation, Class of 1969. Charles E. Closser, Jr., Chair, Arts and Humanities Division, Professor of Oral Communication and Performing Arts. Dr. Bruno Hicks, Faculty Marshal, Chair, Education Division, Assistant Professor of Education, Class of 1980 and 1981. Roger Paradis, Mace Bearer, Professor of History and Senior Professor. John D. Murphy, Vice President for Administration, Class of 1980, Member of the Cabinet. Sharon M. Johnson, Dean of Information Services. Tamara J. Mitchell, Director of Human Resources, Affirmative Action, and Business Services, and Member of the Cabinet. Dr. Mariella R. Squire, Faculty Chair, Assistant Professor of Anthropology and Sociology. Sandra B. Bernstein, Superintendent of Schools in Maine School Administrative District number 27. Martin B. Bernstein, Chief Executive Officer of the Northern Maine Medical Center. Dr. Rachel E. Albert, Director of the Nursing Division, Associate Professor of Nursing, Class of 1985. Reverend Claude R. Gendreau, Pastor of St. Charles and St. Louis Parishes. Gregory C. Sear, University of Maine System Trustee. The Honorable John L. Martin, State Senator, Executive Assistant to the President, and Assistant Professor of Political Science. James D. Irving, President of J.D. Irving Limited, and our commencement speaker this afternoon. Could we please have a round of applause for the platform party? Now may I ask the faculty and staff of the University of Maine at Fort Kent to please rise. We are a teaching institution, and UMFK people who care about education, who put students first, and who care deeply about their disciplines and their professions are truly the heart and soul of this university. These people have worked extraordinarily hard to make your time at UMFK a true learning experience. May we have a round of applause. Finally, may I introduce to you a number of area civic leaders with us today. In addition to State Senator Martin on the platform, we have State Representative Ross Parody, et notre bon ami Mayor Lujay Long, Mayor of the town of Clare. I now call upon the Honorable John L. Martin to bring greetings from the state of Maine.
It is my pleasure to bring greetings to you from the state of Maine, and on behalf of Governor Ron and the Maine legislature. I must point out that Governor indicated that I had to say one thing with nothing else to say, and that was say that St. John Valley was the best part of Maine, and obviously I didn't forget to say it. We wish you the graduating class of 2003 the best in your future endeavors. We urge you to become involved at all levels of government. You need to become the future leaders of the world. Let me finally say what you already know. What the state of Maine has been able to do for you is to help you start your new work of life. May you use it well. Congratulations and best wishes on behalf of all of Maine citizens.
It's a special pleasure for me to introduce Mr. Gregory C. Sear, trustee of the University of Maine System. Trustee Sear chaired the search committee that brought me here, and more recently was a staunch ally during our presentation to the board on behalf of a new residence facility for this campus. So I am doubly indebted to you, my friend. Trustee Sear will bring greetings from the University of Maine System Board of Trustees. President Cost, members of the platform party, distinguished faculty and staff, special guests, parents and friends, members of the class of 2003, bienvenue à tout le monde. I am honored to join you today on behalf of the University of Maine System Board of Trustees to bring you warm greetings and best wishes. My fellow trustees and I are volunteers appointed by the governor to plan for and oversee Maine's public universities. The most rewarding and enjoyable part of our service is found in May of each year at commencement ceremonies. That's where we get to see, all in one place, the reason for our existence, the thousands of people who have reached a new personal and professional goal. This month, more than 4,500 women and men will receive a degree from one of the University of Maine System institutions. Each individual graduate knows what motivated him or her to pursue the goal. The common element among all of them is that they achieved that goal through hard work and perseverance. It's an accomplishment well worth celebrating. This day is equally important for the family and friends of our graduates. Through their support, and in many instances their sacrifices, they helped our graduating students reach this milestone in their personal and professional lives. Though our graduates are the ones receiving the degrees, those who have worked behind the scenes to encourage and support them have achieved a goal of their own. For faculty and staff, today's commencement serves as proof of a job well done. They influence this outcome in many, many ways, through their tutelage, their mentoring and advising, their smiles and support, their professionalism, and their efforts to maintain a safe, healthy, and inspiring learning environment. To our faculty and staff, thank you. The success of today's graduates reflects well on you as the core of this university. As a citizen of Maine and as a trustee, I am extremely proud of our universities. I am even more proud of the accomplishments of today's graduating students. Good luck to all today and in the future. Thank you. I now call upon Lloyd E. Susi, the president of the UMFK Alumni Association, to bring greetings to the class of 2003 and to welcome them into the Alumni Association.
President Cost, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the class of 2003. As I arose this morning, I was unsure if I should bring greetings or be the first to wish a Merry Christmas. However, it is Commencement Day, and I do bring greetings on behalf of the University of Maine Fort Kent Alumni Association and welcome you as its newest members of its alumni. I congratulate you and wish you the best as you receive your associate or baccalaureate degrees. You have been well prepared by your professors and mentors, and they do fully expect you to be successful. It is said that perfection is found when one finds love. We, the alumni at UMFK, hope that you remember this little campus that has, is, and will continue to instill in each of its students this love of learning as it seeks to perfect your student skills and talents. These skills have become your foundation as each of you continues in your respective life's journeys, whether that be graduate school, work, or serving your country in whatever capacity. Make it a point to come back often and visit the UMFK community as it continues to grow and strive towards its own perfection. Remember also that next year we will be celebrating our 125th anniversary, so it is a good time to come back and visit. Today is your day. However, let us not forget as important a day tomorrow, as we thank our mothers on their day. Let us make sure that the radiance on their faces today continues to glow as you continue to make them proud. Remember, without them, we wouldn't be here today. Again, on behalf of the Alumni Association, I congratulate you and good luck. Félicitations et bonne chance.
The University of Maine at Fort Kent recognizes an obligation to celebrate the lifetime contributions of those who have rendered exceptional service to this institution, to the community, the St. John Valley, the country, or the state of Maine. Exceptional in the terms of this award is defined as extraordinary contributions which exceed those routinely expected of a post. The couple receiving this award this afternoon more than fulfill the terms of this award. Each qualify as individuals for the award, but their impact as a couple is truly amazing. Sandra Bernstein has been the superintendent of schools in Maine School Administrative District 27 since 1994. Prior to that, she was director of student services in the Fort Kent area school system for nearly a decade. A speech pathologist by discipline, Sandy first came to Fort Kent as a speech clinician serving the district. She is a resourceful, dedicated, and creative educator and manager. I can attest to the fact that I meet Sandy all over New England, where she serves on various boards and committees for the New England Association of Colleges and Schools and other educational organizations. She is currently a candidate for a Certificate of Advanced Studies in Educational Leadership through the University of Southern Maine and holds a Master of Science degree in Educational Administration from that institution. Martin Bernstein has been Chief Executive Officer of the Northern Maine Medical Center for 20 years. He has been involved in the field of healthcare administration for 33 years. He is a diplomate in the American College of Healthcare Executives. Marty is active locally in the Fort Kent Rotary Club, which he has served as president. He chairs the UMFK Nursing Advisory Council and is a director of the Maine Hospital Association. From its inception here, Marty has been a staunch supporter and advocate for the nursing program at UMFK, and he never misses the annual induction into the nursing honorary or the annual pinning ceremony. Together, Marty and Sandy bring extraordinary energy, creativity, and wisdom to the Valley and to this community. They are an amazing couple. We'll do ladies first. The University of Maine at Fort Kent honors Sandra B. Bernstein, Superintendent, School Administrative District number 27, for exemplary dedication to education and your advocacy for academic excellence, serving all the citizens of the St. John Valley, and for the leadership you provide to so many community activities. Presented at commencement, May 10th, 2003. The University of Maine at Fort Kent honors Martin B. Bernstein, Chief Executive Officer, Northern Maine Medical Center, for exemplary dedication to healthcare administration, serving all the citizens of the St. John Valley, and for the volunteer leadership you provide to so many community activities. Presented at commencement, May 10th, 2003. Congratulations again to Marty and Sandy. I have to tell you that as we pulled the materials together for the award, I was absolutely struck by the impact the two of you have had on this community. Excuse me. In a town like this, there are two things that just about everyone cares about: our health and the education of our kids. As a couple, you two oversee both of these concerns. We are truly fortunate to have you both as friends, neighbors, and colleagues here in the Valley. I now invite the 2003 Senior Class President, Joy Nicole Gervais, to please come forward and address the class.
Mr. President, members of the Platform Party, members of the faculty, distinguished guests, graduates, parents, and friends. I guess the hardest part is over, and everything should be roses from here on in, right? Wrong. We've all been told by someone older than us to savor the school years, for they will be the best of our lives. I certainly hope that isn't quite so, because I know that we've all been pretty stressed out here lately. In spite of it all, hard work, dedication, and maybe even tears have molded us into who we are and made it possible for us to stand where we are now. On the brink, that's what I like to call it. The edge of something new and exciting, scary and real. I know that we will all leave here today embarking on our individual journeys through life, but we will always share a special bond. Wonderful memories of UMFK. Good luck to all my classmates. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joy. It is customary for colleges and universities to award honorary degrees to civic, community, and corporate leaders for outstanding contributions and accomplishments. Today, we at Fort Kent are pleased to honor a man who is known for his business leadership in the forestry industry and his stewardship as an advocate for the environment. James D. Irving is president of J.D. Irving Limited, a part of the diverse enterprises of the J.D. Irving Limited group of companies. The company produces a wide range of forest products, including lumber, craft pulp, newsprint, tissue, and corrugated materials. Mr. Irving has instituted exceptional efforts to replace timber as rapidly as it is utilized in order to maintain a sustainable forest operation. He has received numerous awards from environmental organizations for his vision and accomplishments. His company has been internationally recognized by the World Wildlife Fund for its efforts in sustainable forestry and research partnerships. J.D. Irving Limited is a leader in Canada and Maine reforestation efforts, planting over 600 million seedlings since 1957. This year alone, over 4.5 million seedlings will be planted in Maine. In 2001, Irving Woodlands was named the Corporate Landowner of the Year by the Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife. The company has received 2 consecutive national educational awards in Canada for its leadership in developing business education initiatives for young people. Mr. Irving is actively involved in leading the company's efforts in salmon conservation and research, as well as education partnerships with middle, secondary, and post-secondary schools. I am delighted to welcome James D. Irving and his wife Lynn to Fort Kent. On behalf of the University of Maine System Board of Trustees and the University of Maine at Fort Kent Board of Visitors, it is my honor to confer upon James D. Irving an honorary doctorate of humane letters.
Very good. Look all right. Looks great.
On recommendation of the President and faculty, the trustees of the University of Maine System have conferred upon James D. Irving the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa, with all the rights and honors thereunto pertaining, in testimony whereof this diploma is granted at Fort Kent on the 10th day of May in the year 2003.
Thank you very much.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. James D. Irving, President of J.D. Irving Limited, corporate leader, steward of our environment, and friend of education. Dr. Irving.
Dr. Koss, thank you very much for that kind introduction. It's an introduction, though, that's shared by a lot of people, and you give me a lot of credit, which really belongs to my father and grandfather and a lot of other good men and women we have with our organization. Some are with me here today. Folks, it's good to see you. Nice to be here. Parents, students, faculty, members of the platform committee, good afternoon. I have to tell you, I was surprised when at lunch Dr. Koss told me how many Maritimers are here. Now, I felt right at home before I even came, because I come to Fort Kent. I've been coming to northern Aroostook County and Fort Kent for a long time. So I certainly felt right at home, and I was surprised to see how many Maritimers are here. And it's great that we have such a good relationship between the United States and Canada, there's no doubt about it, and maybe two very important counties, Madawaska County and Aroostook County, and a lot of other counties in between. I also felt really at home when I walked in here today, and I saw "Welcome to the Jungle" and a big tiger head on the floor. I understand that's the emblem of your sports team. And just to give you a little bit of history, in our organization, the tiger is the emblem we've chosen for a lot of our company programs, motivational programs. Programs where we're interested in increasing sales or improving production or improving quality, all kinds of things. And we have flags with tigers on them. We have a great big tiger in a case that travels around from site to site, whoever's the champion. So I'm glad to be here with you on your team today and with the emblem of the tiger. That's just great. Good to see you. Our family has been involved in northern Maine for a long time, well over 50 years. In various business enterprises. And we've had the opportunity to work with a great deal of very fine men and women from the area. Some have been graduates from this university. And really, today, I'd like to accept this honor on their behalf, because it's their efforts. If we've had any success in some of the business endeavors we've been in, there's no doubt about it. It's because the men and women we've been fortunate enough to be associated with. And I'd like to accept that on their behalf today. Your university is great. It's a great strategic asset, for the way I see it, for the business and the community life here in northern Maine. And particularly for its ability to build the skill of our most important asset, our young people. For the students here today, congratulations on a job well done. This is a very important moment for you, a milestone. Not only for you, but for your family and your friends and the people you're associated with. As I was sitting on the platform and I was thinking back to when I had this experience a number of years ago, I know it's there's a feeling of great pride, and perhaps in the case of my mother, maybe a feeling of great relief. Maybe more relief than pride, but I'm sure there's lots of pride there as well. You know, when Senator Martin approached me here some time ago about speaking, I said, John, what would be the right topic? What would people be interested in hearing? What could I speak on that would be of interest? Well, he said, why don't you just talk a little bit about what would be of interest to students coming out and how it relates to the business community. What do you folks look for in people? What are the hallmarks do you look for and I think are very important to a graduate going into business or into careers out in the world today? And thinking about it, I would say, you know, there's a lot of subjects you could talk about. There's a lot of ways you could describe things. But for me, in my experience, I would say the biggest single attribute that I look for in people that I work with and that I'm associated with is their attitude. Attitude to me says it all. It's the driver that makes you move, the driver that motivates you. You folks are going out into the workplace. You're going to do all kinds of things. You're going to try things. To me, the most important thing is do something that you like. You have to feel good about it. You have to be able to get out of bed in the morning and go and feel good about it and be enthusiastic. Whatever you're going to do, teach, go in business, go in government service, go in medicine, whatever motivates you. And if you've taken a course at university and you're still undecided what course you want to go on, don't lock yourself in. Because I can tell you from experience, we've hired and been associated with all kinds of folks who come out of school as an engineer and wind up in a career in sales, or start out as an accountant and wind up in a career in technology. If the course doesn't suit you and it doesn't make you enthusiastic and doesn't keep you excited, find something that does and then go with all the enthusiasm you have, because that's the most successful way that I know, the best way that I know to be successful. And you know, there's no substitute for focus. You have to set a goal. You have to pick a point on the horizon and go for it. And don't let anything detract you. Stick with it. Because there's nothing like the success, nothing like the feeling of success when you achieve that goal. You know, there's a number of you folks here today, that whether it was a year ago or 4 years ago, you started a program. And you had an objective. And today, you're realizing that objective. You're able to finish the goal and feel the satisfaction of completing that goal. To me, I keep it very simple. I say, plan your work and work your plan and stick to it and be relentless about it. And that's the best way that we'll get there. And you know, there's lots of distractions on the way to that goal. Lots of things, can't do it, people don't want to do it, all the reasons why you can't get there. Give you a little example. My father and grandfather, some 50 years ago, started to plant trees. And the conventional wisdom of the day was, you're wasting your money, you're wasting your time. That's not the way to do it. But they had a keen interest, and nobody could teach them because there weren't a lot of people around who knew how to do it in this part of the world. And they worked away at it. And with the help of a lot of very good men and women, they were successful. And today, northern New Brunswick, northern Maine, we're able to point to some of the best forests of this forest type in the world. But it's the ability to stick with what you want to do and be persistent and persevere. And it's easy to say and it's tough to do. But if you want to make it, it's to achieve your objective, it's the only way that I know to get there. And be open to learning. You're completing one phase of your education and you're going to start another phase. And we all are learning continuously. The world's changing out there at a terrific pace, whether it's commercially, politically, technologically. It's a tremendous pace. And you have to learn. And you have to be open to learn. And you have to feel good about it and not be frightened of it. And the best thing you can do, my experience has been anyway, over the years, was to be associated with people you can learn from. I had the good fortune to have a father and a grandfather who were able to teach me a great deal of things. I had the good fortune to work with a lot of men and women who I could learn a great deal from. And they weren't just well-educated people. I had great experience learning from people who never finished high school. But they had great life skills. They had a lot of common sense, or they might have a very practical understanding of doing something. So they were able to make a difference. And they certainly made a difference to me, and I think if you ever had the opportunity to spend time with people who you respect that you can learn things from. Take advantage of it. Always take advantage of it, because life still has a lot of life lessons. There's a lot of life lessons to learn out there. And it goes much easier if you can learn, someone can help you along the way, because all of us learn them. It doesn't matter who you are, what you do, what your station is in life, you will learn all kinds of life lessons. And I think it's tremendous if you can be associated with someone who genuinely cares about you and will take an interest in your progress and is not selfish about spreading their knowledge to you. I think if I had to sum it up, I think your attitude and your commitment are the most important things that are going to carry you through your life. Be prepared to work hard, and there's nothing wrong with hard work. You play hard, you work hard, but most importantly, enjoy it. Get a kick out of it. Get up in the morning and feel good about it and feel enthusiastic and want to go. And I would, once again, I'd like to congratulate you, along with all your well-wishers here today, as you enter this next chapter in your life, on the success that you've achieved, and I know you're looking forward to the full potential you're going to achieve in the future. J'aime de souhaiter la félicitation à tous les gens qui ont le succès, qui ont gagné ici aujourd'hui à l'Université de Fort Kent. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, Dr. Irving, for your thoughtful and motivating comments. I now have the pleasure to introduce the Director of Nursing, Rachel E. Albert, to present the graduating class.
Will the candidates for degrees please rise? Mr. President, these candidates have successfully fulfilled all the requirements prescribed by the faculty and the Board of Trustees for their respective degrees. On behalf of the faculty, I now present them to you and request that you admit them to their degrees.
Will the candidates for the degrees please come forward? In the Associate of Arts in Business, Elizabeth Rose Marin. In Computer Science, Alan Sear. In Criminal Justice, in Human Services, Jennifer R. Albert, Brandy J. Martin, Melanie D. Plourde. In Associate of Science in Forest Technology, Ronald J. Brown Jr., Northern American Forest Technician Honorary, and Damien. Okay. Sorry, I've never done this before. Where are we? Okay, Damien Terrence Burns. My bad. Bachelor of University Studies in Educational Studies, Miriam Giziel, Omicron Psi. In Elementary Education, Andrew John Elaine. Michelle Lee Arsenault, cum laude. Melanie Dawn Burton. Cameron. Kelly Ann Campbell. Amber Dawn Capstick. Leanne Chisholm. Shannon Louise Christie. Lindsay McDonald Clark. Laura Suzanne Davis, cum laude. Timothy Scott Donovan. Jill J. Edwards. Sean Wallace Elves. Grant Damian Fitzgerald. Mark A. Gillis. Karen Ann Grace. Kelly D. Joy. Shauna R. Kelly, magna cum laude. Susan Marlene McKinnon. Pauline Shannon McKinnon. Alana Elizabeth McNeil. David T. McNeil. Mary Joanne McNevin. Neil Keith McDaniel. Julie H. Murphy. Michelle Lorraine Palmer. Mark Slack. Ravi Taneja. Laura Jean Thompson. Megan Els Wallace. Carla Dawn Ward. Lori Lynn White. Sally Elizabeth Wilson, cum laude. Karen Margaret Eyre Cook. Erin Michelle Goodcup. Maureen Ann Duffy. Leslie Keeley. Sheldon Scott Lucas, cum laude. Carrie Ann McNeil. Colin Joseph Murphy. Melissa Jean Penny. Dion Lynn Reed, cum laude. April Jane Robertson. In University Studies, Maryland C. Rundy, Omicron Psi. Damian Terrence Burns. Seth Anthony Morgan. Ryan Murray Smith.
Science and Behavioral Science, Desiree L. Champagne. Deborah Louise Daigle, summa cum laude, Alpha Chi, Honors Scholar, and Omicron Psi. Robbie J. Desjardins, cum laude. Joy Nicole Chavez, cum laude. Sharon L. Guaret. Carissa May Guimon. Vanessa Helen Hebert, magna cum laude. Chrissy Ann Levesque, magna cum laude. Rella J. Pelletier. Melanie D. Floyd, cum laude. In biology, Cheryl L. Taggett, magna cum laude. In business, Stafford Grenham Dent, magna cum laude. Stephanie Elizabeth Boucher, summa cum laude, Alpha Chi. Tanya L. Burgoyne, cum laude. Laura J. Deshane, summa cum laude, Alpha Chi. Derek J. Desjardins. Jamie Lynn Doucette. Denise Ann Dumond, magna cum laude, Alpha Chi. Jason Stephen LaChance. J. Charles Lee, magna cum laude, Alpha Chi, Omicron Psi. Gintaras Lankutis, cum laude. Jill Christie Saucier. Paul Jacob Voisin. Ryan Peter Young. In computer science, Nicholas T. Flanagan. Timothy P. Large. Deborah A. Wood. In elementary education, Chad Michael Bell. Samantha J. Lackarose. Melissa Scousosier, magna cum laude, Alpha Chi. In Public Safety Administration, Chad David Cody. Andrew J. Marquis, cum laude, North American Forest Technician Honorary, Omicron Psi. In social science, Kelly Marie Karen, summa cum laude, Alpha Chi. Erin Levante, magna cum laude. Marjorie Doris McCausland. Jonathan Bernard White. For the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Renee Catherine Albert. Tanya Teresa Cornish. Caroline P. Sear, magna cum laude, Alpha Chi, Nursing Honor Society, Omicron Psi. Karen Desjardins. Jennifer Rachel Hay, magna cum laude, Nursing Honor Society, Omicron Psi. Sandra Melissa Hebert, cum laude. Melissa M. Marshall, cum laude. Michelle Miranda, cum laude, Nursing Honor Society, Omicron Psi. Vicki Ann Voisin. For the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Studies, Heather Juliette Bard, cum laude. Aaron Edgar Markey. Daisy Joni Marie Mueller. Jeremy Keith Ray, summa cum laude. For the Bachelor of Arts in Behavioral Science, Karen Willett, cum laude, Omicron Psi. In English, Rebecca Joan Flanagan, summa cum laude, Alpha Chi. John Michael Gaillon, cum laude, Omicron Psi.
Will the graduates please rise? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby admit you to the degrees of Associate of Arts, Associate of Science in Forest Technology, Bachelor of University Studies, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Studies, and Bachelor of Arts, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. I welcome you to the international company of educated men and women. Employ your knowledge in the service of humankind and our environment. Congratulations. Graduates, signifying your possession of a university degree, you may now turn your tassels to the left. That done, may I once again present, ladies and gentlemen, to you and the community, the class of 2003. You may be seated. And now, may I ask family and friends and well-wishers to please stand, and would the graduates please express their thanks by giving them a round of applause. Families, please stand. This is my first commencement as president of the University of Maine at Fort Kent, and one of the benefits of the job is the opportunity to add my own words of congratulations and advice to the graduating class, and so I will. You are graduating in the midst of an economic recession. Yesterday, that was a phenomenon to be studied and analyzed in class. Tomorrow, you will experience it firsthand. The one piece of advice I would like to leave with you is simply this: whether the economy is booming or in a slump, whether you are starting out on your first full-time job or in mid-career, working for yourself or for a large Fortune 500 corporation, here is my advice. Solve problems. That's it. Solve problems. You will find there are many people in this world who can identify problems, or talk about problems, or tell others about problems. But the rare gems are the problem solvers. Whether it is for your customers, your boss, your organization, or your school, solve problems, and you will stand out. Every solution you suggest may not be utilized, some may not even be heard, some may have consequences you hadn't thought about. But if over time you establish a reputation as someone who never brings a problem without bringing some possible solutions as well, you will be appreciated, you will be sought out, and in due time, you will be rewarded. The economy is fundamentally strong and will turn around. No, I can't tell you when, but rest assured that it will. And either way, this class will do well. Please come back and visit us when you can. Watch for those annual fund letters. Congratulations to all of you. I wish you every success in life. May I ask that Professor Charles E. Closser, Jr. and Senior Class President Joy Nicole Gervais please lead us in the alma mater. The words are found on the inside cover of your program. Would everyone please rise? Please remain standing now for our benediction. Following the benediction, remain standing until the faculty, guests, and graduates have left the hall. Due to the interesting and inclement weather, the reception will be held right here in this room following the ceremony. Refreshments have been set up in several different locations. The procession will leave this room, but will loop around and come right back here. So family and friends, just stay here and we'll come back. Father Claude Argendreau will now deliver the benediction.
In the spirit of St. Francis of Assisi, the world's most famous saint, we pray for the blessings upon all who have gathered here today. May God bless you with this comfort at easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships, so that you may live deep within your hearts. May God bless you with anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people, so that you may work for justice, freedom, and peace. May God bless you with tears to shed for those who suffer from pain, rejection, starvation, and war, so that you may reach out your hand to comfort them and to turn their pain into joy. May God bless you with enough foolishness to believe that you can make a difference in this world, so that you can do with others. Claim not cannot be done. Amen.